Before the first mountain touched the sky, before rivers carved their stories into the earth, before the first heartbeat echoed across a silent world, there was only a profound stillness. A world holding its breath, waiting. A vast, quiet canvas beneath the heavens, holding the mystery of life yet to begin. Then a fissure in the void, a surge of light like thunder tearing the night apart. And from the deepest, most unknown corners of the world, something ancient, something powerful began to stir. Beneath this new sky lay an immense marshland, its still waters mirroring the face of eternity. Tall green reeds stood like sentinels, silent guardians of a destiny about to unfold. This quiet, watery expanse would become the birthplace of all life. From the very heart of this reedbed, a figure emerged. He was as tall as a mountain and as wise as the first dawn. This was Unkulunkulu, the first ancestor. He took his first steps onto soil untouched by any living being, and the world held its breath, waiting for his command. He reached back into the reeds and pulled forth others, men and women, taking their first breaths, their eyes filled with confusion and their veins with a sense of awe. Unkulunkulu gave them names, he gave them purpose, he gave them the land. This was the first generation of humanity, born from water shaped by reeds and guided by their first father. But humanity was not destined to be alone. Unkulunkulu reached once more into the sacred reed beds. This time, cattle followed, strong, sacred, and life-giving. The very heartbeat of Zulu survival stepped into the world. In Zulu culture, cattle were more than just animals. They were wealth, nourishment, and a vital connection to the ancestors. Their origin was divine, their presence a profound blessing. Unkulunkulu then taught the first humans how to live. He showed them how to build shelters under the warm sun, how to herd their precious cattle beneath the canopy of stars, and how to share the land with every breathing thing. He brought them plants for food and medicine. He gifted them the knowledge of fire. He brought order to a world that had been sleeping. Unlike distant, untouchable gods in the sky, Unkulunkulu walked among his people. His footprints were the first to crack the fresh soil. His voice became the law of the earth. He was not just a creator, he was a teacher, a guide. And for a time, the world felt whole and perfect under his watchful eye. But creation is never static. Where there is harmony, change is sure to follow. Unkulunkulu, having given the gift of life, began to step back. Some legends say he returned to the reeds from which he came. Others say he faded into the sky, becoming a distant star. And some say he simply grew remote, no longer hearing the cries of the humanity he had created. In this world teeming with new life, the concept of death became a painful puzzle. Humans grew old, their bodies weakened, and they fell into a final silent sleep. "Why must we die?" they asked. "Why must our breath eventually stop?" The legends claim that the answer was lost, that a sacred message from the heavens was tragically intercepted. The story goes that Unkulunkulu sent the chameleon with a divine command: "Humankind shall live forever." But the chameleon, slow and unhurried, took its time on the journey. In its place, the lizard, quick and deceitful, raced ahead. It arrived first, delivering a false decree: "Humankind shall die." And because the wrong message was heard first, death became the law of the land, a cosmic mistake that continues to shape every heartbeat. As death spread, Unkulunkulu grew ever more distant. His voice, which once thundered across the plains, became a faint memory. He transitioned from a companion into a legend. And so, humanity learned what it meant to stand alone. Yet, the Zulu people remember. They are the Bantu Basemlanga, the people of the reed. Their origin is not from dust, but from a sacred intertwining of water and life. They carry this memory of a divine beginning, a powerful reminder that every single person is born from something sacred. And the cattle remain holy, a treasure of existence. They are not merely livestock, they are ancestral bonds made flesh. Through them, the spiritual world is nourished, and their songs call upon the Creator's first gifts. Unkulunkulu gave them cattle, and the cattle continue the great circle of life. This theme of creation from water echoes across the African continent. The Yoruba people speak of a world born from the ocean's depths. Other Bantu traditions tell of the first humans emerging from a mountain cave or from the very womb of the earth. Reeds, water, clay, stone. So many different paths, all leading to one shared destination. The heartbeat of Africa sings with a powerful unity in its diversity. This creation story is more than just a legend. It's a framework that explains why humans love, why they labor, why they age, and ultimately, why they die. It explains why cattle are held in such high regard, and why ancestors are honored with deep reverence. Creation myths are not just history, they are the very essence of identity. Today, in bustling cities and quiet villages, the vast reed beds may be gone, but the myth remains vibrantly alive in the veins of the Zulu nation. It lives on through ritual, through praise poetry, and through collective memory. Unkulunkulu is never truly forgotten. He is the echo of that first breath, the quiet whisper behind every prayer. Colonialism and missionaries attempted to erase these ancient tales, to silence the truths they held. But stories, once they are born, possess a powerful will to survive. They hide in the hearts of the people, waiting for the right moment to rise again, just as humanity once rose from the reeds. And today, the myth does stand tall once more. It's shared in classrooms, depicted in films, and felt in the pulse of a renewed cultural pride. It tells the Zulu people, your beginning is sacred, your story is divine. This myth teaches us that life is both fragile and immensely powerful. It began in the still, quiet water, rising from humble reeds towards the sky. It reminds us that we are deeply connected to our ancestors, walking a path first carved by a creator who once walked beside us. So when the sun sets behind the distant hills, when the wind whispers through the tall grass, when the rivers shimmer under the light of the moon, the Zulu remember their origin. They remember that life began not with the violent roar of distant gods, but with the quiet, gentle rustle of reeds parting. A gentle birth that led to a powerful destiny. We are all, in a way, the children of Unkulunkulu. Children of water, children of growth, children of a myth that still breathes. And as long as reeds grow and cattle graze, as long as these stories are spoken from one generation to the next, the first ancestor lives on. Life burst forth from the reeds once, and as long as humanity remembers its sacred origin, creation is never truly finished. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the myths and legends that shape our world.